You know, it's sad to hear that there's talks about IZ*ONE as a group coming to an end, but this just in. IZ*ONE is in negotiations with CJ about signing a contract extension, which means IZ*ONE could stick around for a little bit longer. But will it really happen? The curse of the produced series has already claimed victims. Could IZ*ONE be a permanent group? And if not, let's take a look at where the members of Korea's beloved group go afterward. Will this new concert coming up in March be one of their last activities together? Let's dive into it. Now before we get started, only 17% of people that watch my videos are subscribed. You already enjoy the content, so why not subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a new video. You don't want to make Sakura sad, do you? The Produce 101 curse is very much a real thing, not because each group from the show disbands, because that part's obvious, but because either they disbanded in awful ways like X1, or the members afterwards failed to find success on their own in their own groups, like IOI. If you want to hear more about the Produce 101 curse, click on the video up here. That leads me to talk about the possibility IZ*ONE will not disband and become a permanent group. I'm sorry guys, but it looks like the answer is probably no. If IZ*ONE signs a contract extension, it would only be for the most one more year. It would be impossible for IZ*ONE to be a set group, and here's why. The show Produce 101 was set up to be a project to have Korean and Japanese public be invested in who they want to debut in a group. And that's the key word here, project. Groups from these series are meant to use this show as a launching pad for the members who are in them. These companies that send their trainees to this program want to build them up and make them popular before they eventually come back to their own company to either debut solo or in a group, leading to even more success for that company when the idol debuts again. But it's not that easy. After the whole voting manipulation scandal that blew up in 2019, the public immediately pictured X1 and IZ*ONE, since they were the active groups at the time, as fake, or they didn't deserve it, which is what puts IZ*ONE in a tricky situation. IZ*ONE's success is built on the Korean and Japanese public. However, that didn't stop them too much by continuously killing it each and every comeback. Becoming platinum artists in Korea and gold in Japan. With over 2 million albums sold, it would be a no-brainer to keep this IZ*ONE train rolling, but they just can't. The more the members of IZ*ONE become popular, the more and more their original companies where they came from want them back, so they can jump in on the success, or money, you know. So most likely IZ*ONE will disband this year, if not the next. But where will these 12 incredible members most likely go and debut again? Let's start with Eunbi. Coming from Willem Entertainment, home to girl groups Lovelyz, who debuted in 2014, and Rocket Punch, who debuted in 2019, Eunbi seems to be stuck in the middle. I can't see Eunbi joining any of these groups as they've both been active for some time already. With no plans for a new girl group soon for Willem, Eunbi will have to debut on her own. Next is Sakura. Now, Sakura's future is much more different than any of the Korean members in IZ*ONE. The premise of Produce 48 was to bring in Japanese idols and trainees to create a half Korean, half Japanese group. Sakura was brought in from a group called HKT48. Okay, so a quick history lesson about J-pop. I think this is the first time I'm talking about J-pop on the channel. AKB48 was a girl group created in Akihabara, Japan. The goal was to create a girl group for Akihabara where locals can see the group every day as they perform in their own theater, on top of promoting across Japan. The reason they can do this so easily is there's like, I don't know, 1,000 members. Okay, maybe I'm exaggerating, but AKB48 has a graduation system, which means girls will join the group, and when they hit a certain age, they will graduate or leave the group, making AKB48 a never-endless group, kind of like NCT. The AKB48 system was such a success that they founded even more groups for different cities in Japan, and that is where Sakura was founded, in HKT48. The girl group was created in Hakataku, Fukuoka, Japan. So after joining IZ*ONE and making Korea fall in love with her, she will most likely return home. She even confirmed it herself that after IZ*ONE, she will go back to Japan and promote over there, leaving Korean fans a bit discouraged not being able to see her for now. Remember, Hyewon's next move is a bit of a coin flip. She auditioned for Produce 48 under the label 8D Creative, a tiny entertainment label originally founded as a food and drink service company that expanded into entertainment. With only one group under their label, boy group only one of, Hyewon will probably debut in a girl group the company creates if they do. Now, probably the most interesting member would be Yena. Coming from Yohai Entertainment, a Chinese-based company that expanded in Korea to jointly manage Cosmic Girls, debut Unique, and form the biggest name under their label yet, Everglow. That is what makes Yena's future so exciting, is that Yena could join Everglow. With the members of Everglow and Yena roughly the same age, it would make sense that she could join and provide a little bit more chaotic energy to the already famous Everglow. Up next is Chaeyeon, a main dancer of IZY ONE and one of the best in this new generation of K-pop. Chaeyeon will be invaluable to any group she debuts in. Take a look at her label WM Entertainment. They have B1A4, On and Off, and Oh My Girl. Oh My Girl has been around since 2015, and they had a renaissance last year with the iconic song Non-Stop. I think about that song non-stop, man. Chaeyeon most likely missed out on joining Oh My Girl, but that gave the company enough time to plan a new group, with Chaeyeon leading the way. Chaewon, like Eunbi, is from Wonyoung Entertainment, and again, they are returning to the company around the same time as Rocket Punch, Wonyoung's newest group, is still building their fan base. Minju, representing Urban Works Media and Produce 48, doesn't seem to have much going for her at the company. Urban Works has never debuted a group yet, and depending on if they have suitable trainees for one, that is the only way I see Minju debuting again. Now, Nako also joined IZY ONE from the Hakata-ku Fukuoka Japan group HKT48, like Sakura. So she will probably follow Sakura's lead back to Japan. Hitomi, another Japanese member, has been a singer in AKB48's Team B, the biggest girl group in Japan since 2014. Like the rest of the Japanese members, Hitomi will join up with her original group. In the introduction episode of Produce 48, Yuri came from Stone Music Entertainment, which is a massive entertainment company in Korea, in charge of marketing and promotion for groups like Promise 9, 2, ballad singers Davichi, and SG Wannabe. But they have not themselves debuted a girl group yet. If Yuri was a trainee, they would likely have much more and have a big amount of budget to debut a new girl group with her in it. Now, the second giant baby in IZY ONE, Yujin, was a trainee under Starship Entertainment, popular for groups like Sistar, but today they manage Monsta X, Cosmic Girls, and the new boy group Gravity. I think it's time that Starship start preparing to debut a new girl group, since Cosmic Girls debuted about 5 years ago. And finally, the maknae of IZY ONE and the most stunning face of the group, Wonyoung, also is from Starship Entertainment. I mean, looking at it, Starship seems to have the perfect Uno hand in K-pop. Wonyoung is an idol with the most potential in IZY ONE and possibly K-pop right now, almost similar to Somi during Produce 101 Season 1. And if Starship does debut a new girl group with Yujin and Wonyoung, other groups may have to be watching their backs. It seems like the members of IZY ONE have a bright future ahead whether or not they extend their contracts. I mean, fans and even idols want to see IZY ONE continue on as a group. But will they be successful back in their own labels? That is not up to the idols themselves, but more the companies in charge. And I swear to God, if any of you K-pop companies out there mishandles any IZY ONE member, ooh, you better sleep with one eye open, you resign. Alright, y'all, that's it for me. Hopefully you enjoyed. If you did, please hit that like. And remember, only 17% of people that watch my videos are subscribed. So if you enjoy it, why not subscribe and hit the bell so you don't miss a new video? What do you think about IZY ONE's situation? The only group left from the Produce series, and you know, they're gonna eventually go their own ways. But do you think there should be a contract extension? Do you think it'll be beneficial to the group or the companies, the members? Let me know what you think about IZY ONE and who is your bias in IZY ONE down in the comments below. I can't leave it on the table. Sakura's the bias. You can't pass up the opportunity. You know, Sakura is just Sakura, okay? Now I want to give a huge shout out to the people on Patreon for supporting me this month. If you want to help out, make more videos possible, head over to Patreon, consider supporting as little as $2 a month, and that's it. Now I chose this video's topic because I gave a poll in my YouTube community page what you guys wanted to see this week. There was 3 topics to choose from, and this one won unanimous. And IZONE's topic won unanimously with 41% of the votes. I might consider doing this every week or every other week to see what you guys want to see. But anyways, Wave, that's it for me. I'll catch you guys in the next one. Wonyoung.